Excuse me. Can I quit this podcast?
I told Eddie Murphy to stay in college so he'd have something to fall back on.
I did great advice.
Another episode of Stand Up Memories.
That's the same introduction we had last time.
That's the point. People get used to it. They expect it. As I say, another episode of Stand Up
I'm
Memories.
so glad to be here because I didn't know we were having a podcast tonight till this morning. Because
I told
jerk
you.
of a partner, an idiot producer, didn't think it was worth mentioning. We haven't done this in a month. And all of a sudden I just happened to see it. Oh, can't wait till tomorrow night. It was like, for what?
I know you knew. You knew.
I did not. I swear on my mother. I've sworn on my mother many times, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
I had no idea.
I am Peter Bales, and that is Jackie, the joke man, Martling.
Not tonight, I'm not.
Yes, you have to be. We're on. It's our podcast, and we have a great guest.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh.
And we are on with our terrific guest named Victoria Hughes, who just won the great Long Island Laugh Off of 2025, sponsored by Governor's Comedy Club. She came in first.
I did.
First place. She did. Congratulations.
Is that why you got the tattoos to celebrate?
Oh, yeah. All of them in one setting.
I'm getting cold just looking at you. Of course, I'm also getting warm looking at you. Your name is Victoria Hughes. I worked for 7 years at a country club called Piping Rock Club, and the maitre d' there was Victor Hughes. Any
No
relation?
relation. No.
relation. He was British.
Piping Rock
And he used
Country
to
Club.
bang the Irish head waitress.
Okay.
And they'd both get drunk and stand behind the door of the pantry and make out. You'd be bringing the buffet up and they'd be like teenagers making out. They're like 60-year-old people.
You were taking free association to a new level tonight. Going back to the past. Piping
I'm
Rock
not
Club.
looking at you and thinking about making out. So don't start
Thank
thinking
God.
that kind
That's
of
not for
stuff.
me.
Thank God.
Don't frighten the poor woman.
I'm not afraid. Well, maybe I frighten.
Victoria, how many contestants? This is a big deal. How many contestants were there in this contest?
I heard 130. I think that's the number.
130, and she wins.
That's a long night.
That's a lot. That's a lot of comedians in one night. No, they did it over a series of many, many weeks. There were semifinals and finals.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
How
that
many-
wouldn't mean that governors sold drinks and sold food for each level of the competition, would it?
They did.
that
Except for
would
the
be-
finals. We were at a theater for the finals. That was last minute, though. They had
Oh.
to change it up.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, of
Thank
course.
you.
Now, where is this trophy?
It's in my heart. There's no physical.
Now, what
Yeah.
do you
trophy.
win? They're going to give you a spot on a weekend show,
Yes.
and that's
Mhm.
well deserved.
Yes.
But the point is that you should and you do deserve a springboard into the Long Island comedy.
Oh,
And
thank
how
you.
long is
Uh,
your win? The final night was 3 people, 5 people,
13.
13.
13. So 7 minutes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
7
you.
minutes, and you have to do a lot in those 7 minutes. And
You
the
do.
judges.
That's not a long time, but it's a very long time if they're not laughing.
Oh, you bet.
as we all know.
As we all
Yeah,
know.
I just explained that. I screened my documentary and somebody asked about that. And I said, yes, no, it can be very rough.
It can be very rough.
Do you play the guitar?
No, I do
Oh,
not.
Okay, well then I'll skip that.
Okay.
Now, the judges have categories,
Yes.
and they score you on those categories.
Mhm.
What, do you happen to know what the categories are?
Yeah, if I remember, part of it was
breasts.
sure.
Yeah,
I
What did
don't
you
know. I
say?
don't
What
know
did
if
you
I'm
just
winning
say?
any grand prizes there.
breath,
Beth.
like bad breath.
Oh, breath. I could have sworn I heard. Did he say breasts? Okay, I apologize.
Delivery, content.
Yeah, delivery, timing, originality.
Who is judging such a contest?
The only person I know by name? I think.
Well,
I'm
don't get
gonna,
on,
I'm
but
gonna forget.
butchers, bakers, candlestick
Yes,
makers,
yes.
club owners,
John, I'm forgetting his
John
last name
Truson.
right. Yes.
Okay. Well, people who know John Truson is a longtime comedian. People who
Yes.
know comedy. were the
John
judges.
Truson, who shot
Yes.
to the bottom years ago,
Who shocked the bottom.
as opposed to making it. God, my
Couldn't tell
comedy,
you, I don't
my
know.
comedy is lost on another comedian. I really should go out and come
I'm
back.
sorry.
On this and look.
All right. Well, seriously, congratulations.
Thank you.
And
How many judges?
3, I think.
So Truson,
I think John Ziegler was a judge.
John
also.
Ziegler, another terrific comedian who's been on our podcast.
is
Yes,
he the
I saw
guy
that.
from The Fireman?
No, that's John LaRocchia.
Okay.
All right. Let's recover here. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
And this is really the perfect time for me to tell the audience that Victoria, in a way, with all her
Is
success,
there any mail for me?
was shaped by her experience at a comedy university called
A comedy?
Stand Up University.
Where would they have a comedy
Highly
university?
esteemed.
Stand Up University at the Brokerage Comedy Club on Long Island, standupuniversity.com, where people go when they're interested in starting out in stand-up comedy.
How many times did he rope you into doing that?
Twice.
Twice.
And
Worth
let-
every penny.
Well, she's very nice. And let me tell you something about Victoria. She's a ranter. She's not your traditional setup punch
Mhm.
comedian. And she's unique, and I give her all the credit in the world. And I
Thank you.
suspect that had a factor. That was a factor in your victory,
Yes.
being unique, being different,
'Cause she
being
stood
the
out.
first woman, long time coming, long overdue, first woman to win the contest. That's been going on for many, 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 many years. Congratulations
Thank you. Thank you.
on that. And
That's great.
you know,
A ranter like Sam Kinison
yes,
type.
Yeah, that's what
unbelievable,
that's what
Jackie.
he tells
Calm
me.
down.
No, I
Jesus
can't- I
Christ,
can't-
you-
I
that's
can't-
more energy than you've expended.
no, but
in
the reason
4
why,
years
the
of doing this
reason
stupid
why,
show.
no, the reason why I
God.
reacted that way.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the reason is
Right.
because
Sure.
I've been racking my brain to think of someone that Victoria reminds me of. And the best,
Have you ever seen a picture of Sam Kinison?
I don't think so.
You are so lucky because that was just not a compliment. I loved him, and he was one of the funniest guys in the world.
I'll
But
take
the
it. I'll
only
take it.
word to describe him is he was a troll. And you are certainly
I'll
no
take your word
troll.
for
wait.
You're
What
a
do you-
handsome young lady, but I already got in trouble for saying anything like that, so I'm not going to say that. But you're prettier and much more attractive than Sam Kinison.
Thank you. I
But-
believe you. I'll take your word for it.
Sam Kinison, when he was starting out, was ranting and saying what was on his mind. Victoria says what's on her mind, doesn't hesitate.
Yeah.
I never saw you censor anything or worry about anybody's feelings.
No, no.
But for the older generation, everybody knows who Sam Kinison is. But for the newer people out there, check him out online. He was,
You know that I bet you if you took 10 people and asked them if they knew who he was, they wouldn't know. 10 out of 10.
older people, 10 out
Well,
of 10
yeah.
would know. Younger people,
But at
10 out
this
of 10
point,
might not
older
know.
people are older. Like a 50-year-old person that's still way, past. You got to remember how old you are. All right. I screened my video. I screened my they made a documentary about me, and we screened it in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a fur piece from here. That was not a sexual fur piece, was not a sexual connotation. And I went to Michigan State, and Grand Rapids was even another fur piece from there.
Mhm.
But they asked me to come and paid me well, and we showed the documentary and had a long Q&A, and it was a terrific experience. And thanks to John and Swan Beavers, and that is their real name.
Incredible.
Amethyst. Her name's Amethyst, but they call her Swan. But I did my documentary and had a Q&A afterwards, and it couldn't have been nicer. Do you know who Andrew Schultz is?
I do.
Because a girl came up in the Q&A and asked a few questions. And afterwards, she came over and said, "Here's my card. I write for a podcast for Andrew Schultz." And I said, "Well, that's fantastic. Who would that be?"
Who is that?
But
Yeah,
she
I'm
says, "Oh, well,
embarrassed.
he only sells out stadiums." I said, "Well, no
Yeah.
wonder I don't know him."
Well, okay, I can talk about Sam Kinison.
I just
can't
found-
talk. What's his name? Tell
Yeah,
me.
I just found out who
Andrew
Nate
Schultz.
Andrew
Borghese
Schultz?
is.
Oh,
this
yeah.
morning.
He's big now, too. I saw you on Bert Kreischer's podcast. I watched that recently.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was good.
Thank you. He was, it all depends on the host. He was very
Right.
generous. But let me get through with this. So a guy who was there who I haven't seen since 1967, which is like 55, 56, however many years. He was a very nice guy, a couple of years older, in the same dormitory. He loved the documentary. I gave him my card, and he bought one of my books. And the first chapter of my book is this whole story about the theory that our family's related to Theodore Roosevelt, which is wild. And I guess we talked about it in the podcast. And we're chasing down, illegitimately so. And we finally found a guy that was a couple of generations down. And so the DNA didn't match up, but there was so much room for bed hopping and screwing around that even though it came out negative, who knows? And there's an actual Roosevelt, and his name is Tweed, which you couldn't make up. It sounds like a Mad Magazine article. A Tweed Roosevelt that's like 80 years old, that's a direct, like the grandson of Archie, who was the son of Teddy, whatever, if you know any of that. And this guy writes to me and says, Jackie, I'm a member of the Theodore Roosevelt Association. Now, why somebody from Grand Rapids, Michigan? And he said, you should join. And he said, and he read the book and he said, and I'm good friends with Tweed Roosevelt. I'm sure I can get a DNA swab. So finally we'll find out once and for all that it's a lie instead of a long lost lie.
All right, Victoria.
That's something that somebody has seen any of these podcasts and has any
in
idea
our
what I'm
first
talking
season,
about.
we've been doing this for a number of years now. Jackie talked about how he believes he's related to Theodore Roosevelt.
We did 25 shows
Yeah.
before we had a guest. That's how full of beans the two of us are. 25 shows of insulting each other. And we explained to the audience, because I had I've been chasing, and then finally we got some DNA, and it was,
it was
like
not the results
like,
you wanted.
like in a game show. False.
But we left it off in our podcast and the results are coming, and the results came back negative, and then we never brought it up again
because we weren't doing the podcast anymore.
No, we went right into the next season. We just dropped it because the results. We're not going to bring it up and go, well, we got your hopes up. But we have a guest here, a professional woman.
And where are you from?
Kings Park, Long Island.
Right next to where I live.
Yes.
Really?
East Northport, yeah. That's where I currently reside, East Northport.
Why do I get confused? What do I think? What's Kings something the other way?
Kings
Point, maybe?
Kings Point. And you're from Kingstown?
Kings Park.
Kings Park.
Kings Park. A lot of Kings.
And she is a professional woman working in student activities at a major
now that is
university.
That is kind of a broad, no connotation. That's kind of a broad student what?
Activity.
Student affairs.
Student
affairs.
active
Which
affairs.
is a big, it's a
so you have affairs with students?
No.
She said it first. Don't you say a word.
No.
What kind of affairs?
No. I plan major events, like large scale events. I supervise staff. I do a lot of stuff.
And she rants.
Were you a teacher originally?
She rants about that.
No.
She rants about everything. She rants about her job. She rants about.
Well, if you try and organize events, you got to work with so many people that either don't know what they're doing, or are lazy, or are stupid, or D, all the above. Right?
Sure hope the dean's not watching tonight.
Well, you and I both know the dean's a moron.
All right.
He's
Dean,
a very
we're
smart
only
man.
kidding. Dean, is it Dean Martin? She's only kidding. This is comedy. She very much respects the idiots, the people that she works for.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I brought that up.
100%. I
My
love you.
fault.
Love you all. Love you
Sam
all.
Kennison, whoa!
She rants.
I'm sorry. That was Peter.
So
That
what?
was my impression
I want
of
to
Peter
ask.
Bales.
I want to, Victoria.
What's a typical event?
I mean, the most recent that I did, I think we had about 1,000 people in and out of there. So it's a big to do. A lot of running around, looking like an asshole with my little
what was the
walkie-talkie,
event?
Barking orders. It was an orientation event for new students
Yes.
coming
Got to
in.
orient
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
New students coming
They
into
need
high school,
orienting.
college.
Yes. University.
Kings
That's where I live.
Point College.
No.
Kings Park.
She lives
That's
Kings
where I
Point.
Kings Park.
Kings Park College.
No.
Well, no,
Well-
no. It's a major university. Yeah.
Well, you're not
It's
allowed to
amazing.
say.
I'd rather not
Amazing.
claim the representation.
You're not allowed
Yes,
to
especially after
After-
the
after
slander.
all that.
After the
There aren't
slander.
that many major universities in Suffolk.
I'm sure you can figure
Well,
it out.
I can think of
won't take a
one.
lot.
I think of one major university.
I got in so much
Well,
trouble.
Stand Up University.
They asked me to perform, to host an event for the Suffolk Arts Council.
Oh.
And I got up and said, the Suffolk Arts Council, isn't that an oxymoron? They almost threw me out of the place. Hey, we ate dinner the other night at Oheka Castle. Now that's near you.
Yes, Huntington, right?
Yes, it's in Huntington.
Mhm.
See,
Now, Victoria, you're being very nice and putting up with all this.
Oh, thanks.
You get irritated pretty easily, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
do.
fair.
A lot of people enjoy weddings. Let me throw it. But why?
shut up. Feel free to go off on us. You can yell
Oh.
at me. You can yell at him.
It's a privilege to be here. I wouldn't
No,
dream
it's
of
not
it.
a
I
privilege.
wouldn't dream of it.
We would love, like if you
She's
were
nice.
Don Rickles and you were sitting there and you didn't insult us, we'd be like, what are we, schmucks?
She's very, very nice
Like-
to us.
You can feel free to say, how much of this crap you think I'm going to put up with, Bales? You were a rotten teacher. You're old. And you're flimsy. And you get excited about
Flimsy.
nothing.
Flimsy.
And you forget to invite your partner to a damn podcast. See, you could yell at him like that.
All right.
Good to know.
What are your
Good to know.
problems with weddings? Why? I have a good time usually.
Well, I think my main problem is that no one wants to marry me currently.
So wait a
It's
minute.
just me.
You don't, do you organize that? That's not
no,
a student
no,
thing.
No.
You just, but as far as no,
it's
just weddings in general.
Strictly university organizing over here. Yes, I don't do anything else.
that's her job.
That's
But
my
in
job.
life, she has
but in
problems.
life, weddings
in
annoy
life.
you.
Sure, among and anything else, among most other things.
Now, nobody wants to marry you right now.
Not
Is
right
that-
now. Maybe
well,
someday.
You're a young woman. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Maybe
Now hold on a minute. Let's clear things up. You like men?
No.
You like women?
I do.
Well, why they like to get married?
Some of them, yeah, sure.
All right,
That's
Jackie.
fi- listen,
I-
I'm
the
just as
first-
perplexed.
I
I'm
think
just
she's
as
very
perplexed.
pretty. I'm trying to figure out
I'm
what's wrong
just
with
as
her that
perplex-
nobody's
well,
marrying her.
Yeah, how much time do you have?
Well, tell us.
Hey, out there, all my what do we refer to them now? I don't even know what I'm allowed to say.
You're in deep. You're in deep already.
You're okay. Yeah, it's
Let me
okay.
ask her a question.
Yes, please.
Would you like
If you
to get-
don't have a penis, this is the person for you. How's that? Does that work?
That's thanks. That's great.
That's good.
and
good-
very,
good
very
job.
predictable coming from you,
Like,
actually.
very-
I know you
Very,
well.
very dictable.
Most people want to be in relationships.
Do you
not-
date?
I try. Yeah, I get out there.
I'm sure they have
the
some
apps
kind
are
of.
insufferable.
They
but
must
it
have
is what
some
it is.
kind of.
You're on the apps,
Yeah, unfortunately.
and they're insufferable.
I'm
They
so
are.
scared to ask what the lesbian app is called.
Just all of them, any of them. Have you heard about any of the apps? You know about any of that
Well,
stuff?
I
He
go
doesn't
on them,
even
but
know-
I live with a woman, so I'm not allowed to
Oh,
tell
good for you.
anybody that I'm on.
But
all
you
those.
understand what an app
I
is.
go on all those.
Yeah,
He understands what apps are.
sure.
What are you
okay.
talking about? I took a nap today.
But bum.
Okay.
Don't
do
do
you
that.
do you
My,
have
all
a
my
pro-
jokes are horrible. Don't ever do that.
Do you have a profile that's effect? Maybe you need to improve your profile.
Maybe I don't know. I've been troubleshooting that shit for a few years now. So
You
I
got to
don't know.
brag about yourself. You got a good picture on there.
Yeah, I got some good pictures on
And you
there.
describe yourself like a fun.
Sure.
Are you a fun person?
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Now,
Come find out.
I'm
There
sure
you go.
a problem being, and I can't stand reading this constantly, that are we allowed? How old are you?
30.
Great.
That
Oh, that's
People
great.
your age, that your generation, aren't dating, aren't screwing, they're just. It's not that they can't close the deal; they're just not interested.
Yeah.
Is that true?
You have to admit that's been in the news. Your generation's having
yeah,
less
there's
sex
less-
than we did.
I mean,
Nobody
lady
had
never
less
tells.
sex than you. No, but they're the people. I just can't believe it when I read it. They're not
Yeah.
going out.
well,
they don't
there's
like to drink, they
There's
don't like
less,
to hang out.
Why
Less,
do-
less
why
of
do you
an
think-
instance of people wanting to get married. Definitely less people wanting to have children, myself included. I can't stand them. I think they're disgusting. I don't understand any of it, really. I have several rants about that I do on stage.
Do you
I,
have brothers and sisters?
I have one brother, yes.
Does he have children?
No, he does not.
Do you get along with your brother?
Yes. He's
Okay, well,
my
that's-
biggest
Is he a lesbian?
fan in life.
All right.
I guess,
Good.
But he's not married,
no, he's not.
so he agrees with you on all.
So
this
maybe
stuff.
going to weddings for you, you're just almost resentful.
I'm a little jaded. I don't,
of the whole thing.
I'm a little
I mean,
jaded.
Like, when you go to a wedding, are you at a table by yourself?
I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. I have one coming up that I am excited about, though. I'm very happy for
so
my
you,
friends.
You like the
I'm
person.
very happy for my friends. Yes,
Okay,
I am very
good.
happy for them. I don't
Good.
think they'll be playing the Cotton Eye Joe at their wedding, which is a joke that I told the last time you and I
Yeah.
interacted.
I only know that song from, is it the Yankees or the Mets?
Probably both.
The
I don't know.
Yankees. do
Seventh
Cotton
inning
Eye-
stretch.
Yeah, they do. They do it.
So
Yeah.
how's that
Ridiculous.
relate
Why
to
do you
your
hate
wedding?
Cotton Eye Joe?
I
She
think it's
hates
so.
that song.
I mean, just think about, you go to a wedding, everything's beautiful, and the bride and all of this seriousness, and everybody's crying, and then you get to the reception, and they just dismantle all of that by playing these ridiculous. You feel like you're in a hostage situation. You got to participate in these godforsaken rituals. You have all this fancy stuff, and then it's good day at the Cotton Eye Joe. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I just
What are we
went out to
doing?
a
Yeah, good.
wedding with my dear friend, the guy who produced my documentary, radio partner for 8 years, and his daughter got married. And beautiful Jewish family. She's a beautiful girl, really smart, married really nice Jewish guy, really smart. I couldn't believe it. Hey, how'd you guys meet? And they met on Tinder, which
Yeah.
I
It
couldn't- and
happens.
my niece is
It
very
happens.
happily married and has twins. And they met on Tinder. So I guess it's
Yeah.
a viable thing. I thought it was a bang-a-lot on the way where you're going. But it was the same
Depends, it
thing.
depends.
they didn't have a band, which my girlfriend books live music.
Oh,
and
cool.
it drives her crazy when these people, because that's where bands make their money, but it also makes these weddings fun because they do all that garbage that
Right.
you probably don't like. But the DJ is playing snippets, like if he played a song that I knew and liked, 30 seconds later, he's changing out of it, and it's making me crazy.
Yeah, that drives
Until,
me
of
crazy,
course,
too.
they got the Hava Nagila, which I think they're still playing, and throwing the person up and down in a chair. You talk about, stuff that makes you nuts. And, I'm standing there and watching and doing the hula or the Hava Gila or whatever. the hell.
Right.
I mean, I loved them. It was fun. And of all the ridiculous things, all of a sudden it's the end of the wedding and they play Piano Man.
Ah.
Oh.
But, and they were like 28 and 26 years old, the bride and groom. They played Piano Man, and all their friends, of course, their age and all their relatives, the entire wedding. I mean, it chokes me up. The entire wedding knew every word to the song, and that song they played in its entirety. I don't know how you feel, but I just
That's
love
nice.
I
that
I
song.
can,
That's
I can
nice.
fuck with the Piano Man. That's fine.
I love, but I mean, all of a sudden, here's a song that you love, and they played the whole thing, and they loved it. I'm like, if this is the kind of music you like, why the fuck didn't you play it? And it was great. I had tears in my eyes. I was so thrilled for them.
So Victoria,
Yes, Peter.
men, I want.
Hate him.
Let me set you up.
Fuck 'em.
What do you when you see a man on a scooter? Is that a guy you want to date right away?
No, I'd like to hit that man with my vehicle.
What
Yeah.
is a scooter an
She-
electric scooter or
yeah.
a
What
motor
kind of,
scooter?
you have this thing about men and on scooters.
Listen, I have a thing about men doing anything, any
when did
activity
this
that a
start?
man
How
can
did
do.
this emanate?
Oh God, it all started when I was born, Jackie. I couldn't.
You
tell
came
ya.
out and saw the doctor and said, "You asshole."
Yeah, no, not quite. I actually did suffer through being with men for many years, but I
What
got away
bothered
from
you the
that.
most about men?
God damn, I don't even know where to begin.
Well,
with that
begin.
one.
I mean,
It's
they
what
do-
it is. It's they're very easy to impress, is what I've noticed. It doesn't take a whole lot. There's no challenge in it. There's just, it's not exciting to me. There's nothing that they can really do to entice and perplex me the way that a woman can. There's nothing that just, I don't get it.
You don't think it's
When I see, let's just say, okay, let's think about a traditionally a good looking man, right? The six pack
Thank you.
and all of that.
Thank you.
Stupid.
Like me.
I don't, right. Exactly like that. Precisely. It just does nothing for me. I see that and I just think I'm looking at a plank of wood. I just don't I don't care.
No,
It does
no, wait a
nothing
minute.
for me.
This-
I can
this is-
understand the utility of a man, but I'm like, I don't know, just
But
throw it
wait,
in the
this,
garage.
this
I don't
isn't
know.
a person, an individual thing. Like there's a man and there's a woman, and
Sure.
another man. It's not individual.
Listen,
it's like
the
you write off men, but women are all right.
I'm all in. I'm all in. Yes. 100%.
That is odd.
Well,
you don't think there's
you
just
may-
as
you-
many jerky women as there are
of
jerky men?
Of course, I've been through my fair share, but I would rather spend the rest of my life dealing with the most piece of shit woman you could ever conjure up than spend 10 minutes with an okay guy.
Well, there you have
No,
it.
that is our promo. That is our promo, which rhymes with homo.
Yeah, but you know what,
Wait a
There
minute.
you
Really?
go.
Really?
Yes,
You-
I promise.
Victoria, you're making some sense to me. You're making a lot of
Yeah,
sense, actually.
Sure.
If that's the way you feel, you
Yeah,
should follow
absolutely.
your heart, follow your
Ab-
feelings.
absolutely. But I have never, ever heard that
You've never heard of a lesbian
from anyone. No, I know
ever in your life?
I know a gazillion lesbians, and I
Sure.
know many lesbians prefer women. Many lesbians.
What do you mean, many? All
No.
of them.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that's
every
what I'm
single
saying.
one of them.
100%
Prefer
of
women,
lesbians prefer women.
but are
yes.
fine with men. Prefer women.
Fine with
Or
them
only
in what
fine
way?
with
Listen,
some
I
men.
have my best friend of almost 20 years is a man, and I love him to pieces, but I would never, we would fist fight if we were to enter a romantic engagement.
Oh, now I
It
understand
would never
that,
happen.
but that's not writing off the entire.
She's
male.
she's not writing off
I'm
all
not writing,
men
no.
as friends, as human
Sure.
beings. She's writing
Yeah.
off men as per
Romantically.
romantically in a
Yes,
relationship.
yes,
Could
absolutely.
you live the rest of your life romantically with me?
I
So you're just
I
like
can't,
her.
I can barely
No
do,
wonder you agree with her.
I can barely do a podcast.
You are
with
such a
I-
prejudiced piece of garbage.
I'm being.
What's wrong with me?
Where do I start?
Not being very PC right now, Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I was sitting here being Mr. White Liberal Progressive, and
love you
apparently
for it.
I'm getting
You unfortunately are part of that group of people she detests.
No, Peter's all right.
no,
Peter's all right.
we could easily be friends. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to date men, and that's
No,
that's
No, I
fine.
don't.
That's fine.
No, I don't.
And she rants about it.
No,
and-
yeah, I
and
love
you-
it.
yeah.
I'll
Do you yell at the men in the front at the audience? In the audience?
I yell at them vicariously, I guess you could say. I mean, it's so funny. Like men
know
are
what?
just
You
silly
should-
to
you
me.
could
Like they don't
do-
know.
you
They
could,
don't know that the how capable I am of just eviscerating them.
You,
I can
you could
verbally
do a,
chop down any man. I can just
you should
slice
do
and
a
dice all day
Jeffrey
long.
Ross type show. Like Jeffrey, we went to see his
Yes.
one man show.
No, I
It's-
heard. I heard.
it's
I heard about.
spectacular.
I heard about that.
But and you could just bring men on stage that volunteer and
Yeah.
and you could just eviscerate them.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
the
listen,
delight of the
any
crowd.
any woman, if you're out there, ladies, if you're listening, if you're if you're on the cusp about some guy that you're dating, just show me a photo of the man, and I'll come up with just
That's-
40.
Now,
I
where's
don't
the
get it.
anger come from?
It comes
You know,
from.
How was your family? Nice parents?
Yeah, well, my dad is deceased, unfortunately, but he was a wonderful man, and I miss him very much. My mom
Did he know your persuasion?
he died before I could tell him, unfortunately. So
So that wasn't the cause of his death. I mean,
he had a heart attack right on the spot.
Yeah,
No,
well.
Dad.
and what about
Dad,
your mom?
I'm gay, but that's not the worst part. I'm
your
also
mother-
a comedian.
Is your mother a good kisser?
Oh, all right. All right. All right.
What are you
What are we
doing?
doing?
What do you
right now?
mean? And what am I doing? I'm trying to get control
I'm just
here.
being a jerk. That's my
I know.
job.
I know you're doing.
I know. I couldn't tell you.
That's my job to react.
Well, that's a
honestly.
Well,
relief.
she's single now, so you know.
Your mom is single.
She has. Yes.
How
since he
old is
passed.
she?
65.
Hey.
So she's young for you. She's like a teenager for you.
And is she? I'm sure she's totally supportive.
Yeah. Now.
Okay,
Now,
your
not,
voice
not
just got
originally,
higher.
Not originally.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
not originally, but
Not
now.
originally.
Well, cool. Listen, I'm getting the high sign from our producer. Let me say to the audience, Victoria Hughes is out there. She's new, and she's got a lot.
I would love to have you on again.
Okay.
We.
I would love to have
For
you
sure.
on again
I would
with
love to be on.
I would.
a
let's bring in some men,
All right.
like the dating game.
Bring in
only-
some asshole from the street and let me just pick him apart
Now
from
I
head
thought
to
you
tail.
said it doesn't matter who it is no matter who it is, it's going to be an asshole
I
from
can.
the street.
I'll figure something out. I
All right.
promise.
Those
I can
of
figure
you who
something
go
out.
to comedy shows, and you should go. She's a fresh face. She's new. She's unique, and she.
What's her
let-
title? What's her title?
She is the 2025 champion of the Great Long Island Laugh Off, defeating
Yes,
100. You
sir.
said 132,
130.
130
Wow.
contestants.
Talking.
I'm trying to explain her.
Is that the first time that moron has used the sound effect in 4 years?
No, it's the second time. He did it earlier in the show, and you didn't notice.
Oh, well, I was probably talking.
So let me just explain. Victoria is a ranter. She expresses her thoughts in a funny way, best way I can put it. And let's watch her do great things, and
Thank
she
you.
will.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure you will. And
Yes.
anything that Bales said during the show, I apologize for,
Oh, it's
because he's
quite all right,
He
quite all
doesn't
right.
really have a lot of control. But seriously,
Thank you, Victoria Hughes.
Thank
you are
you.
tremendous.
Thank
We'd
you.
love to have you on again,
absolutely.
and we'll let you talk more. We'll,
Okay.
And
I'd love to. I'd
speaking-
love to.
speaking for my sex, we're sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll
And,
take that home with me.
I am Peter Bales, and this is Jackie Theodore Roosevelt Martling.
And my show is still on Amazon Prime. It's called The Better Sister. And it's been on there forever, but we haven't done a podcast in a while.
Yeah, no, but
I have a tiny part, and my house has a bigger part in The Better Sister. And it's a great murder mystery.
All right. And I'll be appearing at Pizza Hut in Hicksville. I'm going to get that plug in before we close.
That is
up.
well, that's if it doesn't close down.
This has been Stand Up Memories, and we are back next week with a brand new episode. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
doing this.
Thank
You're a
you.
delay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're great.